From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Hey, good afternoon, folks, and a good afternoon it has been, well, depending on who you ask, right? We have that dry northerly wind that's increasing fire conditions across the area. So, if you're the state, you're like, hey, we don't want any sparks across the area, so be cognizant of that. I'm not here to judge, but if you're flicking your cigarette out, don't do that. Put it somewhere proper. If you're doing anything that creates sparks, just be kind of aware of where those sparks might end up. But besides that, it's a nice day out there. Not much in the way of cloud cover, if at all, to be honest with you. There's really nothing going on across the area. Believe it or not, I've been saying this over the last few days. I've been showing this over the last few days. Yeah, this is actually not a glitch. There's just nothing going on, right? You can see those clouds off the coast there, but there's just a whole lot of nothing happening across the North State for at least a couple days. And you know what? I'll take it. That's for sure. Mother Nature's being nice to me. But I think by the time we're heading into the end of the week, we start to pick up a more unsettled pattern, right? We do warm up a little bit here over the next couple days as this system gets closer and closer. And I do think this system right here is actually our next rainmaker. You're not really seeing much in the way of rain Tuesday and Wednesday, but you do start to see that cloud cover move into the North State area. That's a sign of moisture moving into the region. But by the time we're heading through midweekend beyond, that's whenever I think we start picking up those rain chances, right? As we're heading through Wednesday and as we're heading through Thursday, zoom out here, take a bigger picture. You see the rain there, especially along the coast, especially along Crescent City, down from Eureka and Garberville. That's kind of what I'm talking about there. We're talking rain chances more along the coast than anywhere else. I think if anyone does see rain, it'll be the coast, but I'll be honest with you here, shower chances do linger throughout much of the North State, all the way out to Modoc County in the East Mountains, probably through Thursday and Friday, I think is really a decent bet there. We get this warm wedge of air. That's what's causing the warming trend, which I think is a bigger impact on the forecast. For the next several days, this warm air is the dominant regime. We're really kind of flirting with this colder air, though, but it's just kind of a battle of wits here, right? We got this warm air to the south. We got this colder system to the north. I think that starts to sink south into the North State by the time we're heading through the end of next weekend. A little far out, but we'll keep an eye on that. But I think temperatures will respond to that quite accordingly. We'll see when we get there, of course, right? As for the marine forecast, whole lot of nothing going on there. Wave heights really very reasonable, to be honest with you. Even a good 10, 20, 30 nautical miles off the coast. We're talking consistently 4, 5 feet across the area. So we're doing just fine there. Not much to talk about. In fact, they're decreasing as we head closer and closer to Monday and into Monday as well. Notice 3 feet out there along the coast. Then you start heading 10, 20 nautical miles off the coast. You're still talking 3, 4 feet. So yeah, no concerns there. We're doing just fine. All right, highs for today. Here we go. Consistent 70s. Love that word. If you don't know me by now, consistency. I love seeing that. Very much so in the 70s here along the valley. Chico at 72, 73 in Redding. Then you start heading out to the East Mountains. You're talking consistent 40s. Modoc County, we'll call it mid-50s for your highs today with clear skies across the area. Siskiyou County, especially as you head further east, you start cooling off a little. We'll talk about lower to mid-50s. There's a decent bet. Then you start heading up towards the west. Mid-60s is a reasonable expectation there. Then along the coast, consistent there with the mid-60s. Maybe some upper 60s near 70, especially as you head further south there. Check it out in Garberville, 78 degrees. Wouldn't shock me, if you try to flirt with 80 down there. So, yeah. Good conditions out there for most of us. You might want to have a coat, especially if you're heading out east. But besides that, nice, clear weather out there for the foreseeable future, at least the next several hours or so. So, 7-day forecast, big picture. There's the warming trend that I'm talking about. We're talking upper 60s for Siskiyou County, Alturas, Modoc County. There's that warming trend a little bit, a good 10, 15 degrees compared to today and into tomorrow there. You're talking 60s. Pretty much steady through the midweek, to be honest with you. There are those rain chances by the end of the week. That's what we're talking about there. The warming trend does kind of stick around because that moisture helps insulate the atmosphere. But I think that's whenever we start to see those rain chances, about Thursday or Friday across the area. As for the valley, there you go. There are those 70s sticking around through the midweek. Then we start cooling down as that system moves through. Inverse of last time, we're actually starting to cool down just a little bit as that system moves through there. Same for Redding down there. Then you start heading south again. Chico, yeah, we're going to, lower 70s, reasonable expectation there. But yeah, nice week, to be honest with you. Besides Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I think the first and middle half of the week are really nice, right? So if you have your outdoor stuff that you want to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and even today, to be honest with you, are the days to do them. As for the coast, there you go. Those rain chances are probably highest along the coast, to be honest with you. I'm thinking that's where we'll see the most rainfall as well from this system. I'm talking maybe an inch, maybe an inch and a half. Might be a little bit more, depending on how that system evolves, because, well, that's how the coast works, right? You got that little microclimate there. You're the brunt. You're kind of the interface between the inland areas and the oceanic marine boundary. So no surprise there. That's where the highest rain chances are. But we're talking consistently there with the mid-70s as you head further inland through the first half of the week, heading out towards Trinity County. Same situation there, lower to mid-70s. Pretty steady through the first half of this next work week. So yeah, first half looking good, last half not so much. So go ahead and enjoy what you can and do it when you can, because we might be getting into a little bit more of an unsettled pattern as we head into the extended term.